And welcome, boys and girls, to another night of European MDL action. We're going to start things off here with AGO and Unicorns of Love, the newly minted Unicorns of Love. Formerly, I believe it was ESG, but a slightly different roster. The boys on AGO also have not been strangers to some roster changes over the last several seasons. It's just going to be yours truly. And it looks like we're going to be starting off our night here on Overpass, as AGO takes on Unicorns of Love from the CT side. The German squad sending 3 players up the bathrooms. There's a bomb back by Fountain moving its way up closer. Still, not really much has happened. Minute and 10 seconds on the clock. Sparrow about to peek. Will spot Crisby going for the smoke. That'll be a bit of a giveaway. He'll be able to call out to the team that the push is coming through. Markey leading that push, gets dropped first. The first casualty of the game. PHR is back behind the dice box trying to provide some support, and AGO just guns him down. Gruby and Spiro make it look easy, as only 2 players on the team really take significant damage. AGO easy in the pistol. Some people call them UOL. I just keep thinking AOL. You've got mail. Can't help it. I'm old. It is just going to be pure pistols coming in from the Unicorns as they charge in. It's pretty obvious what's about to happen. That change to the money has made it quite easy to just gun them down, but the magazine got a little bit dry there. Markey tries to pick up the M4. Really wasn't much left in it. Never even gets a chance to fire. AGO almost flawless throughout the first 2 rounds of play. Only 1 player taking a death. That would have been Spiro. First buy round for the T side will put AKs across the board. The AUG picked up only by 1 player, which is only a little surprising. You see a lot of teams favoring the AUG anymore these days. PHR still on the FAMAS, and the MP5 is still in play as well. Uh-oh, Gruby's been spotted. He's got to be careful. Goes for the molly pull. He's got some backup. Luckily, his teammate dies trying to defend him. Meanwhile, over on long, Sparrow gets 1 before being traded out by Kirby. Kirby sucks him in, steals his powers. It's going to be Kirby and Denim. And a 2-on-3 against Gruby, Furland, and Caper. "45 seconds left. They've got the bomb. It's sitting top connector. A lot of damage dealt to Kirby, but same goes for Gruby. In towards the site they go. They've made it clear where they intend on attacking. I like the swap here as they switch the SMG over to the damaged up teammate. He'll go ahead and pop his head out, though. Does good damage and gets a second dink shot as well onto Denim. That might make this a little bit easier. Meanwhile, though, there was 1 holding top con. Doesn't matter. Caper's there for the backstab as well on the bomb planter. 3-0, the start for AGO. The Polish side, formerly of ESL Pro League, relegated down into the Mountain Dew League after failing to defeat fellow Polish teams at the Mountain Dew League Global Challenge and ESL Pro League relegation tournament. Smoke goes down, but a molly to follow it up. PHR slows down the push. It looked like Unicorns of Love wanted to move their way up through top con, but for the moment, delayed. PHR playing a sort of crack shot here as Kirby attempts to leap over that smoke and spot any players up on the A site. Eventually, he goes flying out in front of the smoke. And he does see one, takes a little bit of damage in exchange. Sparrow, meanwhile, found a kill with his AWP. There's Furlan connecting through the edge of the bathroom wall as the push continues towards this A site, and as of yet, no success for the Unicorns of Love. Denim gonna get slapped up with rivets from PHR. That's a Gene joke. It's rare that you get one of those. Molly in towards Catwalk to prevent that early push. PHR doesn't like what he hears and sees inside Connector, decides to backpedal. This KZY, also known as Kazuya. Once upon a time played with Mouse Sports many moons ago. The AUG spam through doesn't connect, but it does, I believe, blow a hole through the door. Yeah, just a small one. Gives the T side a little bit of room to peek towards Catwalk. Crisby gets second life after Sparrow misses a shot on him. Sparrow currently sitting at the top of the scoreboard. Crisby and KZY have yet to put a single kill up on the scoreboard. Struggling to get things going early on. Smokes and flashes towards long. PHR again on the defense on this A site. Ruby looked like he was going to back off there. He's throwing a pop flash for his teammate on long. There's nothing spotted. Sparrow does eat some of that flash, but here come the mollies coming in from mid. He's convinced there's one long, but he's stuck out in a bad spot. Obviously visible from the players moving up. Another kill comes in by way of Crisby's AWP. It's the first kill in the first half for him. It'll be a 3-on-4. Massive advantage here for Unicorns of Love, and I think the rest of the team on AGO knows it. Kirby popping shots underneath. Might be able to spot Caper as he leaps away, but Kazuya not there in time. KZY just barely missing him. Pixels away from spotting his target. KZY and Crisby now trying to spot those last two players, take those guns away. They do have money to fall back on the CT side, but the T side really can't afford to take these losses. Unicorns of Love put up their first round. Let's see if that op is going to continue to be a piece of that. As we said, Crisby did get off to a bit of a slow start, but he did find at least one shot, and a shot that mattered, that helped solidify the site. Sparrow, meanwhile, has changed positions with his op. Look at this play. That's a risky one, but peekaboo, surprise. Not only did he have a teammate in the corner, there was one waiting by the door. Now Sparrow's stuck in a weird spot where he can't really support A, especially not with that AWP. They're going to be moving their way up long. Assumption is that it's clear due to the fact that Sparrow's changed positions. The assumption is incorrect. There is one up on the site. PHR just playing bathrooms, waiting for his team to get into position. One has pushed into the bank. We'll see if Furlan was able to hear that deposit. And he is. He makes a withdrawal. Crisby by himself. It's a 1-on-5. Good luck. Doesn't matter how good the shot was. He hit last round to get things going. Seems a bit unlikely. First shot's going to be his. Stands inside the flames. Doesn't stand a chance, though. AGO picking up their 5th round, and that one's going to be a brutal one for Unicorns of Love. That's going to really hurt the economy. Now, we do have a pause coming in. My assumption is that this is a tactical pause coming in from the Unicorns of Love. Has to be one of the best esports names of all time. It's just such a bizarre thing that it actually did well. Unicorns of Love. There's the shot and the molly. Sparrow puts a little bit of damage into Marky, and the flames tick him down. He'll miss the shot on KZY, who snuck back behind the rock. And there's Sparrow with the shutdown. 3 kills for him on the round, plus the assist to Groovy. It's a beautiful thing when the off just hits the way it's supposed to. Having a few audio problems on my side. Hopefully it'll go away. For whatever reason, my microphone just turns up on its own. All the time out of nowhere. It's doing it right now, I can tell. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully it'll be fixed though, and this won't be a problem for too much longer. Nope, it's doing it on its own. Don't know why. Crisby, Kazuya, and Denim. And a 3-on-3 against PHR, Groovy, and Sparrow. And the damage definitely dealt here to the German side. A little bit of damage done to PHR, though. He's looking scratched up. Not exactly his typical default wear. Ruby with that AUG, doing a little bit of damage early on. Here comes the push in towards the site. PHR spots one, make it a second. Groovy to finish it off. A quick and easy round, another one for AGO. As it's now a 7-1 lead, and this is getting out of control here. It is just going to be pistols coming in from the German side. Deagles across the board. A classic deco, not one we see all that often. We do see it from time to time. Furlan able to find the first 2 over towards the B site. PHR backs off along. Smoke's gonna go down. Kirby might eat some of that nade damage just a little bit. There's the peek on long, but PHR gets a nice little haircut from the Deagle. Off shots off the mark as well. This is looking pretty promising for the T side. Another kill coming in as Crisby has now found 3 on the Deagle. Crisby looking crispy with his aim. Furlan and Caper trying to get back in. Again, these guys are still armorless, so they got that going for them. There's a flashbang coming out. It's the only utility that they really had. CT side does have double flash and a smoke, so they can smoke down the bomb, and that's exactly what they decide to do. There's one more further back. They got to know that he's over here. At this point, they're going to take the peek with them. Yeah, it's pretty much an easy retake there. Furlan finds 4 kills on the round. Crisby's entries looked promising with the deagle, but they just weren't able to make it happen. Fast push in towards the B site. Unicorns of Love give up the slow, methodical approach and just try to get in with sheer speed. Right off the bat, they do lose duels, and Furlan's able to get there in time to spot the bomb. It's another big round for Furlan. He's actually going to cap off another 4K. That's back-to-back 4Ks from Furlan. He puts himself at 15-2 coming into the 11th round. That is impressive. Three players over 100 ADR right now for AGO. That's a rough one if you're UOL. This is Unicorns of Love's first match of the season. Season off to a bit of a slow start due to the European minor kind of kinking things up a bit, but we're back in full swing. Nice shot from Sparrow, but a better trade coming in from Denim as he's able to take out that AWP. Mark E, not to be confused with Mark E, Crisby and Denim. Heading towards the B site where we've got Caper without Furlan, who's been a heavy piece of that B side defense. Smoke's going to come in towards Heaven. Caper playing back towards Graffiti. First kill is his to take. Almost gets the second, puts him down to 4 HP. A nade into the site might just do it. Too far. I thought he had it. Nade comes in from water, just sails a little bit beyond the target. However, even a molly in the right place would be able to take down Denim. Crisby starting to burn on site. He's going to have to take a peek towards one direction or the other. And Groovy with just a little boop right through the edge of the box. A 10th round for AGO. A little bit more difficult of a round. But there's nonetheless 10-1. This is an absolute bloodbath. Now, AGO, on the flip side. Maybe that's a bug. That's a bug on my side. Okay. AGO sitting at 3-0. Or 0-3, excuse me, on the season, with losses to VP, Epsilon, and Forza. 16-14, 16-14, 16-10. This would be their first win of the season. This team has come a far way from the team they once were. I remember watching them play at the Mountain Dew League Global Challenge last January in New York City at the Mixer Studio, and being so incredibly impressed by this new Polish roster that was making strides and really showing a lot of people that there was more talent in the Polish region, potentially putting in a bid that they should be considered the #1 Polish team at the time. Since then, though, it's been a bit rocky and bumpy, and they've watched their roster get picked apart, as is often the case in a scene that's starving for players. The top team kind of just takes the best players away. So we saw the likes of VP and Kingwin kind of plucking from various rosters in the Polish region, and AGO was kind of victim. Crisby with a nice shot, able to spot out Sparrow with a little bit of boosty boost. That's the AWP going down. That puts all the pressure on Groovy. He's here alone. He tries to put down a smoke as if that's going to stop them. No way, sir. No way at all. PHR peeks out from mid divider. Finds one kill, but man, he's in a really difficult spot. Still turns around and finds one more. He's on 9 HP, but his team has been cut to ribbons. Denim had the line, but Denim wanted to go for the nade. Gets caught with a little bit of a jiggle peek. Missed shot from Crisby as well. PHR staying alive way longer than he should. Crisby goes for another peek. He'll find the kill. Not sure why the call didn't come out about the damage. Maybe the AK should have peeked first. Either way, it's only a second round for Unicorns of Love, and there's money to go around here for the CT side. Furlan wants to get cute. He's got to be careful. Marky's holding that. And Furlan's probably going to get his head taken off here. Yeah. Good damage dealt, all things considered. Marky was there waiting for that push. He kind of just caught him as he was sneaking up a little bit further. Marky could have kept holding the line and maybe taking him down without taking any damage. I do love how the English translation works out sometimes with the chat. Someone got translated and said, "Horror could lose a unicorn with 8 rounds." I'm not really sure what that was supposed to say. I don't think that was it, but gotta love how it gets lost in translation. PHR peeks out. Oh, the flashbang's brutal. He did so much damage early on. Sparrow with the op shot, able to find one for the CT side, but the bomb is going to be siphoning off towards the B site. Caper hasn't really moved too far away. He hears the flashbangs and nades coming in. Might be able to catch Kirby here if he peeks up too far from Catwalk, but Kirby seems content to hold for the water push just to make sure the bomb gets planted. It's now a 2-on-4 advantage. Unicorns of Love. At this point, I think the realization is the money is not in a great spot, so Caper and Sparrow are going to be wandering away to try and save their guns. Third round is all that Unicorns of Love have been able to put up. But if they can make this a 10-5 at half, which is somewhat possible, given the money situation right now for AGO, I mean, realistically speaking, AGO should save here. They could buy up potentially around this by juggling guns. Okay, so that's what they want to do. So they do buy up. Reason being, if they save, I mean, either way, either you have a weird buy here with 2 guns in play, or you have a bad buy in the final round. And you're still kind of surrendering that 1 round. That is a real interesting heaven smoke that Marky just threw. You intentionally collide with walls, and it kind of just lines you up. In they go towards the B site, though. Caper lets them right past up the bridge. Meanwhile, Furlan, though, is still over by the pipes, or by the barrels, excuse me, and he's able to put down some serious damage yet again. When Furlan stays alive, I'll tell you what, this team looks so much different. KZY, the last man standing, as Furlan puts up 18 total kills with just 1 round left to play in the first half. A little bit of damage dealt to KZY early. KZY wants to just peek this one. Oh, that's the perfect flash. Still good damage dealt to Caper. He had that one lined up. Caper escapes as Marky tries to hold the exit angle. Instead, he's going to be ripped apart by Gruby. Caper not exactly having the strongest half. He's 5-5-5 after 14 rounds of play. That was an awkward aim duel with the ops. Sparrow came out on top. PHR will find the final kill of the round. It's a team ace to close out the first half. 12-3 in favor of AGO. Strong first half from the Polish side. We'll see what they're able to do as we jump into the second half. Unicorns of Love fighting an uphill battle, to say the least. Oof. Marky. A little bit of damage dealt to Furlan, but a follow-up kill onto Sparrow does give them the man advantage. And they've taken down Sparrow, the op threat from AGO. Obviously, not an op threat. Oh! Had Groovy gone to the left, it would have been a free kill on Marky as he was really eyeballing long. That's where the footsteps were headed. But look at Groovy. He's just sneaking his way up. These guys on long A have no idea he's coming in. Now they hear the footsteps, but it's just a little too late. Nice reaction coming in from Crisby. The teammate on long with the USB, Furlan, struggling to connect. Caper really needs his teammate to move up into position so he can feel comfortable planting this bomb. Finally, the bomb is going to go down. It looks like they want to go with the head boost over the top. Denim will be the one to jump up, and see you later. Nice shot from Furlan, making up for the missed shot on Crisby earlier. Caper's just going to hide in the corner. And now it's Kirby in a 1-on-2. Caper really should not peek this one. His teammate's so low on HP. They hear the molly ticks, and there it is. Instant death for Furlan, but a follow-up from Caper as the Polish side picks up the pistol. Looks like the Unicorns of Love were going for a pop flash play in mid. Unfortunately, bomb's going B, so that's going to just be a real feels bad moment. Sparrow will likely make first contact here as they sit in connector. Yeah, he's going to spot one. He knows they're there. Groovy actually will find the first kill. Door goes open, and oh, there's a totem pole. And it's easy money for Sparrow. Rule number 1 of any stack. And around like this, always aim for the bottom. Sparrow was running away, and for whatever reason, Ruby just put one bullet into his backside. He was getting too kill hungry. I'm not really sure what happened there. That was bizarre. The last player is KZY in spawn. He would have killed him either way. So if anything, what he just did was he denied money to his opponent. It was a tactical team kill. Totally tactical. That was planned. KZY, one of the most experienced players in the server, currently sitting at 2-14. Rough start for KZY. Now, when he played on Mouse Sports, he didn't play for very long. He also played with the team called Killerfish that you guys might remember. He's on alternate attacks. Been around for a while. Been around. But not exactly feeling it this game. Nice pop flash coming in long. Yeah, Marky doesn't stand a chance. Beautifully thrown from AGO. Again, precision right now from the Polish side. It's not the first time we've seen something like that. Just works out nice. Smoke's coming in towards A. Sparrow right on the other side of this one. Kirby waiting for him. Crisby on site, who's gobbling them up, though. KZY does get on the board. Oof. The spray down, not really where it needs to be. Caper, with just a few bullets left, able to get that 4th kill on the round as he taps over towards Denim. It's a 15th round for AGO, and the 4 spies obviously coming in from AGO. Or from Unicorns of Love, excuse me. Oh, Kirby's playing a dangerous game. A real dangerous game. He needs to move quick. The spam was coming through, but there's Marky finding one with the deagle, and that's going to be a gun picked up It's SGs in heavy play. 3 SGs. Actually, Marky goes down after finding that gun, but he did do a little bit of damage. PHR. He's sitting on just 9. Perfect health for a German. 9. Chuckle. Kirby's going to try to peek through to finish off the damage. He's not going to find it, and that should kind of clue them in to a certain degree that the B site is clear. But right now, they feel content to just wait this one out. They know they've got them in a 2-on-4. They know they've got them desperate as well. Molly's going to go in. Denim trying to get in position to play defense. PHR's dead. That's the easy kill. But look at this. The MAC-10 close. He's probably going to find another, and he does. Denim with the MP9, able to keep the team alive for just a little while longer. Everyone dies. That's a little dark, but it's true. Unicorns of Love staving off defeat for the time being. Does kind of make the buy a little bit weird. Sparrow's got himself a scout. And he's going for the head stack. Furlan does spot them, and there's 2 quick kills coming out almost immediately. Now there is one more sitting in connector. Caper and Furlan both sitting on 48 HP. Interesting. Caper sees that door open, and he's not going to take his chances. He's just going to hang back. Again, AGO kind of playing this one careful. This is what they did in the previous round as well. They didn't want to run in too fast. So there's the first kill from the CT side. As Kirby hangs out inside the bathrooms, he's able to get a couple kills. Meanwhile, Furlan's upgraded away from a scout to an SG. Ruby's on the site, but Furlan is down and out as Marky finally pops his head up. They're not going to anticipate this. Yeah, he's just leaping all over the place. So one-on-one in bathrooms, his teammate isn't really in position to help, as he's actually all the way over on B, and he should have been able to hear him, but it doesn't matter. Kirby with the FAMAS close range. Unicorns of Love, again, keeping themselves alive. Man, I really do love Google Translate. I have the chat set to translate to English just so I can see what you guys are talking about. And one of the comments came through and it says, I eat, but you're all crayfish. You're in resistance, you know. And you're expletive blanket. I turn off the chat because I'm reading. Again, really would love some context here, because that to me makes no sense, and it's clear that it's lost in translation. It's down to just a few people here, as Sparrow's the only one left alive. Obviously, it was an eco round. There really wasn't much to talk about, as the rifles of Crisby and Marky kind of cut them down. Crisby currently sitting at the top, 18 and 18 for the Unicorns of Love. Marky just behind at 12 and 19. Combined 30 kills between the two. Furlan himself at 23, just 7 behind the top 2 players from Unicorns of Love. The full buy coming out again from AGO. It's just slow play coming out from AGO in the early round. PHR has already made it into water, but look at Kirby. He's dancing his way on into T-spawn. He's got the flank going in, and Groovy's going to get spotted by this one. There's no way that Groovy sees it coming. Oh, did he see it? Oh, man, I think he saw a foot at the last minute. And he's able to react barely in time. 99 damage dealt to Groovy, but obviously he couldn't do that last one. The two players on B are both pushing. Did PHR hear it? I don't think PHR heard it. There's the flash coming in. Marky's right around the corner. They're going to hold for this one. Easy kill coming in as the CTs both push through spawn. It's looking like this one's going to come to a quick conclusion. Kazuya and Denim. Trying to now get back in, and it's all up to Denim. Denim does find one kill. He's going to have to pick up a huge clutch here, picking up 4 more. It would be the clutch ace. And yeah, it's just not going to happen. So that will take us to our first break as AGO make somewhat quick work of the Unicorns of Love. And we do have one more match coming up in just a bit. And I think it's Izako Bears, or I don't know how to say it. Izako Boars. Right, it's Boars, against Sprout. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw things to a break, and we'll be back in just a bit with more of the Mountain Dew League here on Twitch. Stay tuned.